Hi everybody, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sounding a little rough. I am so sorry. I have no, I did not catch a cold. The cold caught me. Because trust me, I don't think any of us are out there chasing down a cold. So I'm sorry, I'm sounding rough and I'm a little out of breath. And if I stop the camera, it's because I'm in a coughing fit. So I won't be talking a whole lot. I'm a mess, guys. I tried to catch as many videos yesterday. This is like really up in the air too far. And if I talk too much, I cough. So this girl's not going to do a whole lot of coughing. I just realized I was up looking for a specific thing and I don't think I found it. So I need to find my jump rings. Hold on, I think I know where they are. Okay, I also found, I have a few of these wavy spacers. I don't remember which box they came out of. You know, the kind of like, almost like a potato chip one, but they're not quite. So, I'm just going to make a bunch of jewelry out of the Dusty Rose January bargain bead box. This video is going to be long. I'm not going to be able to edit. The coupon code to save you $2 off your first month subscription is Dragonfly2, all capital letters. The link and everything will be down below, and it's Dragonfly with a number 2 at the end. Everything will be in the description and in the pinned comment. So it'll be kind of a quiet video. Sorry. I'm out of breath. And yeah, I kind of knew it was going to happen. Every January, I catch a massive cold. It's me. I do it every year. It happens. Okay. I definitely want to make a necklace with that. I thought about just making one with one of these. These are kind of heavy. I don't know, they are and they aren't. I just can't picture them being earrings, so I think we'll make a necklace with, I don't know, we'll see. I'm just going to get out some beads. I was looking at this chain, and guys, this pendant really isn't coppery. It's all wrong. This is more of a more like a gunmetal color. The copper chain that came with it is not even really the right color for that. I guess it'll be alright for that. But this is too bright of a chain. I would prefer using gunmetal with this. I have a gotcha moment right there. There, it was just something sticking up. I absolutely love that pendant, but it's more of a gunmetal finish on that. Even on the, I mean, if you turn it, you can see the copper, but yeah, I don't know if any of the rest of you have come across that. But I think my antique copper chain fits it much better. So I'll probably use my antique copper chain I have. It's a simple, I believe it's a curb chain. Let's see. I also want to make a bracelet. I kind of want to use a couple of these that sort of match on the necklace. Let's see. I think those two on the necklace, because they kind of match that pretty good. We'll put these in the bracelet. And this, we did not get any like head pins or eye pins or anything like that, but I don't think I have any wire either, so I am going to pick out what would look kind of okay. I have mostly darks. Kind of like that one. I need one more. Oops. I'm after this one right here. Oh, he's got a lot of dark on him. So you're seeing me beading on the fly here, guys. I like that. Okay. So that's going to be for that necklace. We may not do anything with this today. Kind of wanting to put like a cloth behind this and maybe stitch around this with beads. We'll do something special with that. But let me get my gunmetal chain out because I don't know, guys. I don't know. Or I might bead all the way up with some seed beads. That might look really, really nice because that's kind of my plan with this. I'm out of breath. We'll do our best. It might end up just being a bracelet, earrings. What two look kind of the same here for earrings? I think these two look about the same for a pair of earrings. Then these in a bracelet. And, oh, I like those two. Will definitely go. Bracelets don't have to be as matchy-matchy, but when it comes to my earrings, I'm going to be a little more, you know what, maybe I'll just use, because we are dealing with earrings, we'll just use some of the Rhodonite, faceted Rhodonite in the earrings. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just grab 4 of the little Rhodonite. That'll be our earrings. And then we'll get some of these Rhodonite out for this. And some Rhodonite out for the bracelet. And let's just get to putting this together. I do want a dangle on the bracelet. I'm sorry, guys. I want one of these and this is going to be my center focal. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's get this all out of the way. Oh, this one snaps really hard. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. Let's focus on this. We are probably not going to use chain. I've changed my mind. Can you see everything okay? All right. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out. I've decided I'm going to bead the entire necklace. So I'm going to cut so that's 12, 24. Let's make sure I cut a long enough piece. So that's a really good long piece. I know I got my measuring tape out, but now I'm not sure where I put it. Go figure. There it is. I'll measure. I have a huge hunk here, and I'll measure it for everybody so you know how much I've cut off. Okay. I am using 7-strand. I have no problem with 7-strand, but also, well, let's see if that's gonna work out. If that's not gonna work out, I'll get a better piece. And it did. Okay. Okay, so we have about and I have this doubled, so it is about, well, unhook from everything, a 36 to 39, 7-inch piece, which is more than enough. I am going to need more than, wrong thing. I thought I brought over one. I had some small brown. Maybe I didn't. I'll have to go get the seed beads I want. I have, I don't know if I want to use these. I don't know if they're the right coloring. They will add a lot of interest to it, but they're blue. I thought they were brown. Sorry, guys. But I have these peach ones that will bring out the color. I want to leave those out then. And those are charms, so those aren't going to work, but I do want these copper spacers. Okay. Well, I need to get my seed beads. Hold on. Okay, so what I ended up getting out was these 2 tubes of 15-0s, and I think this one would look better. But this one here matches the beads better. So, but yet this one will contrast the beads better. I think we'll go with that. This one is Gold Line Rainbow Black Diamond, Toho 15-0 round. We're just going to put a bunch out. And every time I open something like this, they're going to spill. We're just going to make a little pile of them. We'll probably use quite a few because 15-0s, it takes a lot. I am going to go ahead and put chain at the back. So I'm making a huge pile. I got out and I checked the chain to see which would fit better. I did decide to go with the gunmetal. It just matched better than even the bronze. And I think here at the front, where this bail is, I think we'll let it ride on a couple of copper spacers. So we'll get a couple of them out. And we'll just start beading. And I'm going to start with the very center. Put on 2 of these. Put him on. And I think that's good. So that will be in the center. Undo my thread here. I kind of kinked it, but it'll straighten out. Everything's a little bit cold this morning, including me. But it is in the 30s today. I'm probably going to have to not use this piece of wire. If I can't, okay, where'd it go? Yeah, let's use this for bracelets. That's not happening. Hold on, guys. Okay, so that's the whole deal with beading on the fly. You make mistakes and you fix them. I cut a much shorter piece and we'll use that other piece for bracelets and things. I went ahead and put 2 of these faceted rhodonites. I think it looks lovely. And I'll go ahead and just get some, oh, you know what? We'll use these wavy, sorry guys, wavy spacers. We'll just get them out. I've had them for quite a while. We're just going to put one, put another rhodonite. I like that. Put another one. And then I want one of the big rhodonite, kind of like that. I don't know, I think those wavy spacers are too big right there. Too big for the little rhodonite, in my opinion. I know some people might say, oh, that looked great. I didn't care for it. Sorry, guys. We'll get some more of these out. The small copper spacers. And all these are from Bargain Bead Box, obviously. And we'll put one of these. Oh, I need a copper spacer. I really tried to sleep in this morning, but it didn't happen. And that's okay, I guess. So there's that. I like that. I think we'll go ahead and put, let's try one of these here with a coin. Lovely, I like it. And then I'm not sure where that came from. Might belong over here. And then one of these. I like that. Really pretty. And then we're going to use the copper spacers. And get some more of these pink rhodonite faceted beads. copper spacer, pink rhodonite, copper spacer. Now I don't know if those 15 O's will probably go inside of that. I think they'll be okay there. And we're just going to start picking up some 15O's. Come on, little dude. They are a little more difficult to pick up because they are a smaller bead and they are a little more time consuming. But I like how they make the necklace look more finished and more have more of a shine than just chain or whatever. And I'm not going to count how many I put on. I'll measure it. I think that's going to look lovely. I'm going to clip this and we're going to work on the other side real quick so that we can catch up. So we have a rhodonite here, a faceted one, and I did a copper, a pink rhodonite, a copper spacer, the large rhodonite, a wavy disc spacer, the big faceted coin bead, wavy disc spacer, the other large rhodonite, and then we're going to go to copper, faceted. Oops, those two are going to need to be cut apart. Copper and faceted, like that. So this is going to come up like this. I think that would be perfect. If I put too much, it's going to take away from the pendant. And then we will bead up the other side. I'm going to start beading that way. Oh, wait. We were going to put this on. Do I want to? I think it'll take away from the pendant. We're not going to do those today. I think it'll be too much. We'll use them in another design. So we're just going to start putting on a bunch of these. And to put these on, it's easier just to have, you know, if they're standing up, you can put your wire on the edge and push down. It'll flip it right into onto the wire. I like how that's going to look. It almost looks like it's got like a nice fine chain. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bead on some of this and I'll bring you right back. Okay, so what I'm deciding to do is I want to measure how long this part of my necklace is. So it is 5¼ inches. So I want to make this a 22-inch necklace. That leaves me 16¾ inch. I'm going to lose probably 1¾ inch in clasping and all the stuff is going to take that 1¾ inch. So I'm going to need 15 inches between chain and this. So let's say I want to put 6 inches of chain. That leaves me 9 inches. So I need 4½ inches of this on each side. So what I will do is I'll measure 4½ inches on each side of this. So that's 9 and 5 is 14. Well, 14¼ and then 6 is 20¼ and then you have all your fastenings and things like that, which will make it the 22 inches. So I'm going to finish beading up that, and you can write down all your things as you go so you know, and you can figure it up on paper so you know what you want. So I am going to be doing the 4½ inches of this, so I have 9 inches, and I'll bring you back, and that's 4½ inches on both sides. Okay, everybody, it is at 4½ inches. I absolutely love the shine that this adds to it. Let's get rid of half her hair. And I am going to be adding 6 inches of chain, 3 inches on both sides. And we are using gunmetal chain because it actually more matches everything than the copper or even the bronze chain. So that's what we're going with. It just seems to fit better. So we're going to get that out. And we're going to start by using a couple of the goodness, words are not coming to me. You know what? Maybe I will use, let me see what I've got in the line of, I just realized, jump ring situation. That's going to be an issue because I don't have gunmetal jump rings. I do, but they took a trip on the floor. Let me see if I can grab them because I thought I set them here on the table. There they are. Okay. We're good to go. We are good to go. Oh, guys. I am making pollock. It's just going to be going into the air fryer. Well, it's an air fryer oven thing he's got. I'm going to bake it. And then I think he's doing like some really thick french fries. So we're going up through the bottom of the clamshell, out through the mouth. And on this side, we're just going to put our crimp tube on. And my tools. And we're going to grab this and we're going to hold it close to the end. And then we're just going to mash it. And we are going to make sure that that is mashed down around that wire. Because if we don't, that crimp tube is going to fail. So I'm giving it a tug test. It's on there tight. I'm going to close it. Give a little hug here. Give it a good smash there so that these two rings fit into each other. And then we're just going to slide all of this down there. So like I said, this is 4.5 inches of the 15-0 on each side. There is 5.25 inches of beading. I have plenty here to make bracelets with. So we're going to clip probably the majority of this off. We don't need all that. We're going to clip right there. Whoops. Let's set that aside. Again, on this side, we're going to open our clamshell. Drop it down. Put our crimp on. Let it go down inside that clamshell. Now, we are going to lay our pendant down and we're going to make a circle. I'm actually going to tuck this under so it'll stay put. Make a circle. Make sure all those seed beads are, not got spaces in them. We don't want spaces in our seed beads, guys. So we're making sure of that and making sure our necklace is nice and curled up. We're going to kind of put our hand across this. Working with seed beads, it's hard because you don't want open space in your seed beads. So what I'm going to do is I'm reaching in that clamshell, grabbing that crimp tube, and I'm going to push down. That'll help eliminate any spaces in the seed beads, and I'm going to mash that crimp. And I'm going to make sure he stays mashed. And I'm going to come over here, mash him on this side, because we don't want it to fail. I give it a tug test. It's good and tight. Now I can clip all that excess wire. Don't cut it right against the crimp. I'm going to close it. Whoops, wrong tool. Give it a hug. Give them a squeeze. And look at that. It is ready for the chain, which I haven't opened yet. And I'm not sure where my end is on the spool. If you struggle to find spools of my end is right there. Whoops, that's the wrong end. Gunmetal chain. This is from BB Craft, and I got 6 spools of chain, and it was only like, I don't know, $10. And they're really long spools, as you can see. So I'm going to start by cutting 6 inches, and then I'll cut them into cut it into half. Let me catch my breath a second. So I need 6 inches. And I'm going to cut it right here. I love their chain, guys. It is amazing. And then I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. So if you or any of your family is affected by California fires, I'm sending you all my love. That is horrible. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it because it is better not to breathe more negativity into something that's happening. I want it to be more positivity. Everything took a trip to the floor. So the other day when I was beading and we heard a crash, it was this little thing here. As we know, some of these are not very strong. That will be a good one. That's not even. And I think we'll use one of the clasps also. So I need one of those. I need those. And I need one to put the clasp on with. So there we are. Yep, this whole thing went crashing to the floor. It was a moment. Definitely a moment. So we're going to go ahead and put this together. Yes, this is my weekend video. It should have gone out yesterday. I did a lot of sleeping. And I apologize. But every time I tried to talk, I ended up with a coughing fit. So I know this is a really big jump ring here, but it will be towards the back of the neck. I guess I need to get some gunmetal jump rings, some good ones. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I know it's got to be my eyes, guys. There's no way those are too thick for this chain. That would be incredible if it is. I have no clue what that was. Wow. Yeah, well, that just happened. Let me see if I have some smaller ones. There's no way that that is too thick, guys. Okay, so we may end up using just some silver jump rings, dark silver, like stainless steel, because they're not a bright silver. Let's see. Let's put the chain on first. Well, that is different. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I just dumped these out because I'm going to have to find more of these tiny, tiny ones. These aren't the strongest, but hopefully they won't, you know, fall off or pull apart. You see how easy they bend? That worries me. I like to use a really good, sturdy jump ring, like an 18 or 20 gauge. This looks to be like a 22 gauge jump ring, which on a necklace I prefer a stronger jump ring. I am going to work hard on this. See if that helps it any. I'll come back and do the same with this one. Find where I closed it. Yeah. It's already wanting to pop open. All right. So we have that going on. These are actually the stainless steel. Let's go ahead and use those on this end. It's behind the head. And put this on. Close it up. And I don't think I'm going to get this through there, but I will try. Okay, we'll close it back up. And I'll find a little one to clasp. That may change the trajectory of the bracelets for sure. Come on, little dude. Okay, that just flung across the floor. I'm not going to get up and chase it. We'll use a different one. Get a better grip on it. Open it. Okay, so if you do get this chain, just know that they're small. And I'm going to put this, you know what, that'll clasp into that. I'm pretty sure. You know what, I will put that big one on. I want it to be able to clasp into it. I don't want it to clasp into that tiny one. There we go. All right. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, you know, the seed beads are going to make it flow a little different, but I like the way it looks. I like the seed beads on that with the chain behind the neck. Very pretty. Let me set this aside and let's work on the bracelet. Those are the earrings. I want to make sure I have enough jump rings. One for the clasp. And I want to make sure that I have a spare one at least, in case one goes flying across the floor like it just did. Da 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 da. Need one more tiny, tiny. He's kind of small. I think we'll be okay. All right, let's go ahead and do the bracelet, which was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I wanted this in the center. I wanted this to dangle. Yeah, that's how I want to go with it. I like it. What do you guys think? Get them out of the way. And then maybe, don't want the bright pink one. Like that. And then we'll have a sprinkling of, take these apart. There we go. Didn't take much, like that. There. Come on, little guy. There we go. Get a few more of those out. And yeah, I think we'll have a, all right, let's just get this together and then we'll start on the earrings. This is a simple one. Let's start with closing up one end. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. I was like, what did I do with them? We're going to need 2 more of the clamshells. I'm not using, we could go to using copper because we're not using the chain. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we need a couple of the those, and then I can just use the good jump rings and all that. So let's go ahead and do that. So I want one for closure. I want those size. These all came from Bargain Beat Box. I'm looking for certain sizes, guys. I want one on that end, one for a closure. There we go. Is there anything here I want to add? Nope. Okay. I know it's a little bit different color, but that is fine. Now I've got to figure out what I just did with my wire. I laid it down. Never lay it down because then you lose it. Seriously? And I lost both pieces that I had laying here. That is not it. Okay. My wire had gotten so tangled up a while back that, yeah, it was a disaster. So here is that one piece. We're going to cut off part of it. We're going to make a bracelet. And we're going to start by finishing off one end because we know what our design is going to be. And I'm going to put my clamshell on, I'm going to crimp that crimp tube down. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe. I'm less than 300 from my 2,000. And I thank all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you so much. Close this up. I want to make sure he's in there straight. And this is going to need to have a little more something something because that's not long enough. So I think we'll continue out the ends with extra beads if we put this all kind of in a row. That's not much of a measurement. That is 6 inches. I think it'll be okay. So, we're going to go ahead and put on, because we can always add, for whoever buys it, a one of the extenders. So we're just going to bead on my design the way I have it laid out there. We're putting on a copper spacer bead between each bead. Oops, I already put one on. And then when I get to, I kind of want one with more pink in it. This one I'm going to use a potato chip spacer or wavy spacer. It's not really a potato chip spacer, it's too wavy. One of the big coin beads. I'm going to use a copper no, I don't like it. Potato chip. And I think I'll go to a copper because I want to keep some of the length. One of the big round ones. Just a little bit of a diversity there, because I got to keep track of how many of these I have. And then I'm going to go to potato chip, coin, potato chip, copper. I can pick it up. Come on, little dude. Come be with your friends. Another one of the big Rhodonite. I think I want to add one of the small Rhodonite before I put on one of these. That looks so much better. Small Rhodonite. How much do I have right there? Because because I have it laid out differently going the other way. So that would be half of a 7-inch bracelet. Let's take him out and go ahead and do this. Put this on. And let's see where we're at. Because it shouldn't be half of a 7-inch bracelet, because I still have to put the the clasping on, which I'm going to use a big lobster for this one. So I need to make sure I leave room for a large lobster. One of these, a potato chip, these are the coins I have left, so I got to work with them. So I'm going to use this one and a potato chip, one of these, and so I want to make sure I reverse this. So I'm here, potato chip, him, a copper spacer, and another potato chip, wavy spacer, and the coin bead, wavy spacer, and round. Oh, you know what? I was going to put 2 on that end, wasn't I? That may be why I was thrown off on this length of it. So we are right here. Copper. And if I do have to go back and fix it, it's an easy fix, guys, and I will pause you. One of those, copper, and I'll show you. It's nothing really. Let's measure that because I do have a really big clasp. So once I put my clasp on, it's going to be 6 1/4 inch once I put the clamshell on, which is perfect. I don't need to go any farther. So we're going to open our clamshell, and we're going to put it on. We're going to put on our crimp tube and drop it down. I am going to check all of this before I close it. Make sure everything matches. And it seems to. Lay it down and do it. Cool. All right. I'm going to reach in there when I find the right pair of pliers. Because these are bigger beads, I want to curl that bracelet. When I straighten it, there will be a little bit of space of my wire sticking out, and that is normal because these big beads take up a lot of real estate when you curl your bracelet. So you will have a bit of a space on your wire. That's why I like to use colored wire. I'm going to do the tug test, and I'm going to clip. Close it. Now when I straighten it up, you're going to see that there is a space of wire. But when you curl it, that wire is gone. And that's perfectly normal. Okay. I need that, and I need that, and I need my big, I know I brought them over. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. I got my big lobster. Like I said, I wanted to make sure I had the big one for this project. I think it just fit the flow of the bracelet. And I'm going to open one of these big, thick, good, heavy. These are 18 gauge. I'm going to put this through both of those hoops, put my lobster on, and close that up. I want to make sure it's all the way closed. And I am going to give it a couple of little hugs. On this end, I used a really big jump ring because I'm adding that to it. Like I said, this is going to be a long bracelet. It will be loose. It's not, I didn't intend for it to be worn tightly. I love it. And I have a 7 1/4 inch wrist. Let me get a hold of that. Wow. As you can see, a 7 1/4 inch bracelet. I love how it looks. Very pretty. And let's get these earrings done. I'm not gonna put, I don't think I'm putting them on the earrings. For some reason I was thinking I was putting some of these on the earrings, but I changed my mind. 1, 2, yeah, they'll swirl around. They're going to be pretty. I do have, oh, they're gold. These. And I have, these are really thin, so we are going to make dangles. Yep, he's pretty bent. All right. So we're going to make some wire wrap loops, and I'm going to do that with the one on the bottom. I am going to take right here, just above that, and I'm going to go over. Let me use my round pliers. I'm going to bring my pliers up here, bring this around. I'm going to rotate my pliers to the top, bring it behind, and because these have the loops on the bottom, I'll open them. I'm going to grab these with my pliers. I'm going to turn them around, and I'm going to wrap with my fingers. And this is going to be a messy wrap. I am a terrible wrapper. My wraps are all messy, but I do want it to be snug. Now, I'm going to cut that excess off. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to flatten that wire. Well, I'm going to hold it with this pair of pliers. And then I'm going to flatten that on around. So there's no pokey bits. Like I said, I'm a messy wrapper. I'm going to do that to both of these. Bend it over, put my pliers to the top, bring it over the top of the top plier, rotate my pliers, Bring it down, around, and out the other side. Grab this loop. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit. And then turn my pliers around. I'm going to wrap. This one's terrible. Let's redo that one. That was absolutely horrid. It was really, really bad. That was so bad that even by my standards, it was horrible. We're just going to cut that off there. Come on. Like I said, I'm terrible at wrapping. And try it again. There we go. Much smaller. Much better. And I threw it. It actually went flying clear across my bead mat. I'm getting tired, guys. Not gonna lie. I can actually get this one to wrap on down around. If I can clip that off really, really short, it'd be great. There we go. Swap out the pliers so I can get in there and squeeze that tail down because it's a little bit pokey outy. Much better. Okay, now we have 2 good ones to go. Before I put these on there though, I'm going to open the bottom just like a jump ring, put on our dangle, and close that back up. And then I'm putting on the coin bead and then another faceted. And you know what? I think, oh, nope, they don't fit. Wool copper. Nope, looks terrible. Okay, this is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a loop. This is a really thick head eye pin. So I'm going to cut off the majority of this, right about there, gone, and take my needle nose and I'm just going to roll a loop. I'm going to bend it backwards. I heard somebody say, I'm going to break her neck. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so funny. But yeah, basically, you're going to kind of make her a neck. And now, this is ready to go on your earring. I'm going to close it up just a bit. So that is ready. I'm going to do the other one. Again, we're going to open. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me for this whole video. If you did, and you hung out to the end, even my heater stayed going to the very end. Of course, it is about to run out. You can probably hear it making noises, which is good. That means I can actually change it. I have several of these little green, what are they, like a 2-pound tank, and Alan fills them. And they last quite a while. I'm sorry, I don't think the ones you buy at Walmart are actually full, because they only last maybe an hour from Walmart. We're going to put them on. Ta-da! So we need a couple of these out. I love this set. I looked up to make sure I'd remembered to hit play. Isn't that terrible? What a time to wonder if you hit play. So I'm opening that up by turning it sideways, putting these on, just like a jump ring, and then closing the earring back up. So there is earring number 1. Twisting it just like a jump ring, putting this on, closing it, earring number 2. So there they are. Hold on and I'll get this cleared up. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me and sticking through this whole mess with me having a cold and everything. I love this pair of earrings and how they turned out. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of them with my fingers. But, you know, they don't have to be perfect. One side is perfectly matched. The other side, you know, it is what it is. And if you wear, you know, the camo, the pink camo, it's not going to be perfect. But I love how they turned out. So there are the earrings for this set. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the bracelet. The pinks, the camo color that the pink rhodonite is amazing. You know, it just, you know, for a woman that is, you know, country farm girl kind of thing, this set is absolutely amazing. I have a very special friend here that lives near me. I'm kind of almost thinking of, you know, reaching out to her with this set. I could just see her wearing it. Anyways, I love the set. It's really pretty. Raise you guys up just a hair. Or just kind of bring it down a little bit so you can see the whole thing. But it is such a sweet set. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.